Okay, so please turn your R books to page 66 and 67. I'm going to be guiding you through these pages over this video. Make sure you are following along as I am reading the story, and then throughout the things on the side, you need to be pausing the video so you can fill in your part. There was only one bad minute when Paul saw me. Paul lived next door to us, and Carol hates him more than she hates me. My mother can't stand him either. Of course, Paul didn't know I was running away. I told him the exact same story I had told my parents. I was going downtown to get away from all the confusion and excitement. Paul wanted to come with me, but I ran for the bus and left him standing there. I rode the bus downtown, and then we walked to the railroad station. I purchased a round-trip ticket to Crane to make them think I was planning to return. That way they wouldn't start looking for me too quickly. I knew they'd think I would stay in Crane. It was the biggest city the train went to, but my plan was to stay there for only part of one day. To change my appearance, I bought a tan raincoat in a department store in Crane. I had left home wearing a conspicuous new jacket. I just left the jacket on a counter in the store. Someone probably bought it. I was pretty confident about one thing. There must be thousands of 19-year-old girls, fair-haired, 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing 126 pounds. And a lot of them would be wearing shapeless tan raincoats. I wouldn't be unique, and nobody would detect me. It's funny how no one pays any attention to you. Hundreds of people saw me that day, but no one really saw me. I took a train to Chandler, which is the place where I've been heading all along. I slept on the train. When I got there, I bought a suitcase, stockings, and a little clock. I put the other items in the suitcase. Then I was ready to get settled in Chandler. Nothing is hard to do unless you get upset or excited about it. I decided what my new identity would be. I was a 19-year-old girl named Lois Taylor, who had a nice family upstate. I had saved enough money to come live in Chandler. When the summer ended, I would go to business school. I would need a job to pay for it. I stopped in a drugstore for breakfast and a paper. I read the ads for furnished rooms. Everything about me appeared so normal. Suitcase, raincoat, rooms for rent. When I asked the clerk at the drugstore how to get to Primrose Street, he never even glanced at me. I walked into Mrs. Peacock's house on Primrose Street, and right away I knew this was the perfect place. My room was nice, and Mrs. Peacock and I genuinely liked each other. She was pleased that my mother wanted me to find a clean room in a good neighborhood. And she was even more pleased that I wanted to save money so I could send home some every week. Okay, on the top of page 66, I want you to put a star next to who Louisa decides she is going to be. So at this point, she's decided to change her identity, who she is. So put a star in the text next to where it says who she's going to be now. Pause this video if you need to. Our target word is genuinely, which is an adverb. Go ahead and read it. What it means is truly or sincerely. So you're filling truly in the blank. So when someone is genuine, it means they are real, they're true, they're not faking or hiding. The example, you can tell when people genuinely like you by blank. Go ahead and fill in the blank. How do you know when somebody actually truly likes you as a person? Evaluate, you're going to put a check next to yes or no. Does Mrs. Peacock genuinely like Louisa? Go ahead and mark yes or no. And then in the text, you're going to put a check next to one detail in the text that supports your response. So if you said yes, Mrs. Peacock does like Louisa, find something in the text that supports that idea. And if you said no, she does not like Louisa, find it in the text. And hint, you will find this on page 67. You're going to skip the react and write. Go ahead and turn to 67, starting up at the top. For story elements, the setting, Remember, the setting tells us where the story takes place and when. So you're going to circle what 2 cities does Louisa go to. Circle those in the text. I'm going to pause this video if you need to. And you're going to write, in which city does she stay? So where did she end up staying? Number 3, character. How would you describe Louisa's personality? Number 4, plot. What important events happen in this part of the story? So we're just thinking and looking about today's reading, these 2 pages. What was the main big event that happened? And then number 5, theme. Remember, theme is a lesson that you learn through the story. You're going to underline a detail set that supports the theme that though people might know you, they don't always see the real you. Okay, so the book is telling us this is a theme in the story, that people see us, but it doesn't mean that they actually know us and what's going on in our life. So you're going to find a detail in this story from today and underline it that supports this theme. All right, make sure you filled in all of the blanks on both of these pages, and you can let me know that you are finished. Goodbye.